How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Roam Life. Today we are back in the shed and we're going to work on this army camp trailer. It's actually not even really an army camp trailer anymore. I don't know why I keep calling it that. But anyway, we're working on this thing today. And if you guys missed the last episode, we actually have our brand new patrol wagon that is going to be our family camping car. So I want to take this thing camping, but it's not exactly ready for its first camp trip yet. The battery that's in it is a Century deep cycle battery, and the thing is absolutely clapped out. Harry lent it to me saying it was good, but it's clapped. So I did shoot a message over to Kickass to see if they wanted to jump on board with this, and they did supply a brand new battery, so we're going to be fitting that, but they also supplied a whole heap of other stuff. So a massive shout out to Kickass for sponsoring today's video, and without further ado, let's get stuck into it. So as you guys can see, right here we have a whole heap of Kickass products. So let's get into unboxing this stuff and then I can show you what we've ordered. Righto guys, you can see here we have quite a fair bit of stuff to fit to our camp trailer. Now start off with this Kickass hot water system. This thing is an LPG instantaneous hot water system with a shower head. So we are going to be having hot water showers out in the bush. It'll be so nice to be able to give my son a hot water shower, and also the missus might like it as well. And that brings me to this big sausage over here. This is the Kickass shower awning. So this thing is basically a tent that you can hook up your shower and have a shower in privacy while you're bloody camping in your trailer. Now that combination is going to be insane. To have hot water, to have a place to have a hot shower while we're camping in remote places is just going to be nuts. Now this green thing here is actually the base for this as well. So they do come with a base, which is really, really cool. It means you're not standing out in the dirt. They also sent out a 12-volt electric blanket, so this is obviously going to be insanely good in winter. And also for summer, they've sent out a fan. And over here we have our new battery. Now this battery is a 120 amp hour, which is quite a big battery. It's an AGM, and that's all I really need. I think lithium, honestly, at the moment is just a complete waste of money. AGM is where it's at, guys. So here we have our camp trailer. Now what I'm thinking about doing is putting the awning up right about here. So it means that we're going to have to make a steel bracket to come up and hold the shower awning in. And I'm even going to put it on a hinge to swing it out so we can stand right about here and have our shower. And that is because I have water ready to go right there. We can keep all the hot water stuff in this cabinet right here. So a massive shout out to Kickass. You can go to kickassproducts.com.au. There will also be an affiliates link in the description if you want to click on that. For you guys at home, they have also provided a discount code, so I'll put that on the screen just here. So if you do want to check out some products from Kickass, jump on their website, jot the code in, save yourself some money, and check out these awesome products. The main reason that I actually approach these guys is because they are a very affordable product. These guys aren't ripping you blind like everyone else in the industry. These are very affordable products and they're very high quality for what they are. I think that Kickass is a perfect collaboration with the trailer because we are trying to stick to that sort of budget builds. Let's get stuck into trying to figure out where we're going to mount this awning and exactly how it's going to work. I have bought some stuff like an over-center latch. Also bought a hinge from Bunnings, and I've also got this little strut to see if we can give it some strut power. That would be pretty cool to see it automatically fold out. What we have to do first is I actually have to unpack this tent and fold out one side so I can get a understanding of how far out this window goes here. Because on this King's tent, they have a sort of a window that kind of comes out. I want the awning to be sitting just below that so it doesn't block any views or get in the way of opening up the tent. I'm actually kind of excited. I get to pull the trailer out and set it up for the second time. So let's get it going, let's get her out, and let's get it set up. Righto, I had a feeling this might happen because you see these little poles here, they are to hold up the rain guard at the top there. And I actually really like those poles and I really want to keep them. But if I mount this around about up here, by the time it swings out, it's actually going to contact this one here. So we're probably going to have to figure out some sort of way to relocate that. But I'm pretty confident that I can make this work. So what I'm going to start doing is fabbing up a bracket for this to mount on. Now under here, we've got our 40 by 40 box section. What I'm going to do is make a bolt-on plate. So this is going to be completely removable and we're not going to be welding to the current frame. We're just going to be bolting through it. So I'm going to take a couple of measurements. I'll take this inside and we'll start fabbing up a bracket. Righto, so I've got the awning here on the welding table that we made. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to try and mount these two pretty close together, and that is just to save a little bit of weight. We don't have to use as much material. Then we're going to make a bracket that actually hinges out, and it's got to hinge out from the furthest corner. So it needs to basically come out, and the hinge needs to be over here on the corner. There is quite a fair bit in this, and I'm not really sure how it's going to go because I kind of just winging it as I go and I don't really know what I'm doing half the time. Bear with me guys, I'm gonna try and figure something out and we'll, hopefully get a shower awning mounted and that is usable on the trailer. Righto guys, you can see we have our new bracket all done up. Now the tent is actually going to be mounting to these two brackets here, so it'll be facing across the top like that. You can see we also put our strut in, which is actually just two nuts welded in, and then the strut just threads straight into that. Underneath here we have our over center latch. Now when you undo that, the strut is going to actually fold this out and it's going to go perfectly to 90 degrees. Now, I've also put a plate on the back side there to take a lot of the weight from the tent. All the weight is going to be sitting on this plate here because we've only got sort of a small little stainless hinge there. So I've just put a G-clamp on to show you guys exactly how this works. So obviously undo the center latch under there and let it go and it's going to swing out perfectly to 90 degrees. The plate there is taking all of the weight, which is absolutely perfect. And we are ready to go. Now, I'm very happy with that bracket. I actually had no plan on how this was going to work, so I think that actually worked out pretty well. Now, obviously I have to go out and then make the brackets off the tent rack to then mount that too, so I'm going to do that now. I probably will just do that and then I'll show you guys after. All right, it's been about an hour and we are just about finished with this bracket here. Now I've moved this bracket, it was originally down here. Now I moved that to get the shower tent as far away from the trailer as possible so that when we drop the sides down, it's not going to clash on the trailer. You can see I've got my two mounts there and there. I'm just about ready to mount this thing, but what I might do is actually just get a quick coat of paint on it first and then I can actually fully install it and then we don't have to take it off again. Now as happy as I am with this bracket, it has taken a long time to do. It's pretty much about 4 hours just to get to this point. So we are falling a little bit behind in terms of installing the rest of the stuff. So I'm going to quickly get this painted. I'm going to chuck it on the tub rack and then mount the tent on it. Then we can see if it actually works. Then we can start putting that stuff back in the trailer. Guys, you might have heard me talking last week about a brand new product from Fulcrum Suspension. Now the product has finally been released, and what they are is a 3-way adjustable bypass coilover for modern four-wheel drive. So if you've got a new rig and you are looking for new suspension, head over to fulcrum.com, check them out. They are absolutely insane. They look incredible. So I'm just gonna play a quick little snippet so you guys can check them out. These things are mint. Right, so that bracket is now painted, so obviously I've got to wait for it to dry. So I'm going to move on to getting this Kickass hot water system here ready. We have a gas hose here, also have a shower head, which is pretty cool. It's got like a adjustable sort of head on it, which is great. We also have some orange water hose, I believe, here. Now this thing is a portable unit, so you basically just store this, you bring it out and you hang it somewhere. So eventually when I figure out exactly where I want to put it, I'm going to need to have a hook somewhere so that it can just sort of rest like that, because it's actually got a vent out the top, has to be used in the upright position as well. So we've got to figure out somewhere to put that. But I'm just going to go through and just start doing all the fittings on the bottom and just get this thing ready to put on the trailer. All right, all done. You can see this is pretty simple. We have water inlet there, which is actually written right there. We have gas, which is this black line, and then we have our shower head out. Start making some room in the camp box, figure out where exactly I want to store this. I also have to store all of this stuff as well. So we'll come out and I'll show you guys what I've done so far, because I've actually packed the trailer as much as I could anyway. But inside of here is all my camping stuff. So we've got our poles for the tent. I bought a new dune burner. They were just on sale, so I quickly grabbed one of them. I also got another fan. I didn't realize Kickass was sending me a fan, so I did buy one. I just got tools. We've got our solar stuff in here and sleeping bags up that end. I did also pack the rear drawer, and I'll show you guys that later. But we'll just sort this out first. It's actually quite funny. I had a whole heap of camping stuff in the shed. I put every single thing I own to do with camping in this trailer, and it's not even like half full. I still have so much room to play around with, which is great. All right, I managed to get everything in. This is our shower base. So it is basically quite a large like canvas mat, and it's got drain holes and everything in it, so you don't have to get sandy feet while you have a shower. I've got the hot water system laying flat in here, and I did take the hoses and all that off the bottom. Just get that out of the way. And I've put them all in this bag. So if I want to have a shower, I lift this bag up, it's got everything in it, and all we do is take that, and the hot water system out, and then we can have a hot shower. Now over towards the back here, now the clear top here at the front has our plates, knives, forks, cups, and cooking oil. Now in this one is all our amenity type stuff. Now you can see here I've got butane. I do have a spare butane cooker in that toolbox up the front, and that's just in case mine ever failed. I've got this little carry case here that's got my chargers and some Velcro stuff in it. Over here we have all our torches and lights. So we have a LED strip. I have my head torch. We have our globe, which is from Olight. This thing is cool. It actually just like sort of glows like that, and you can take it up into the tent with you. And this is our new Kickass torch. Now it has heaps of functions. You can see it's getting brighter, darker, and we can be the 5.0 for a little bit. Up the back, we've just got pots, pans, my kettle, and another dolphin torch there. So there's not too much stuff, but there's definitely enough to go away and enjoy ourselves. I'm freaking excited. I can't wait to hitch this thing onto the new Patrol and just disappear for a couple of days. It's gonna be great. So I'm pretty sure the bracket is dry now. So what I'm gonna do is try and mount it by myself. It's gonna be an absolute mission. I might have to get Alicia involved, but I'm gonna try by myself first. Real quickly, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I did just re-drill another hole in the side. You can see that's bored it way out. All right guys, we are done with the shower awning all mounted up. It actually took a long time because I actually lost the bolts. I don't know what happened to them, but they're gone. So as you can see, we're all mounted up. Now on this little thing, I did actually have to just bend that up the slightest bit so that when this comes out like this, when that comes out now, you got to kind of just give it a little push and it locks it, and now it is sitting perfectly at 90 degrees. And I'm very, very happy with that. I definitely was doubting myself a little bit there, but that looks absolutely perfect. So it's time to unfold the insides of this and have a look at what we're dealing with and have a look at how much it's sitting on the floor, because obviously it's the wrong height. Right, we are just the perfect height. You can only just see my feet in there if I was standing in there, of course, but you know, it is a little bit on an angle down this way, which I'm not too happy about. I might have to try and bend those brackets back and bring this back. Oh yeah. Definitely more than enough privacy in here, guys. Very happy with that. I'm actually naked right now. You can't even tell. As you can tell by that, very quick pack up and set up time. So very stoked about that, because we all know you can buy all the fanciest gear in the world, but if it takes ages to put up, you're probably not going to put it up. So that is bloody mint. All right guys, now that that is done, it's time to move on to our Kickass 120 amp battery over here. Seeing as an absolute rig, 120 amp hours is absolutely massive. We definitely do not need 120 amps. We could probably get away with like a 98 amp, but it's always good to go a little bit more than what you need. So this is a very affordable battery if you guys are wanting to get one yourself. Definitely don't look past these ones, because for the price of them, they're very, very good. I don't think I'm gonna get this little water pump installed today, because my hose is 1/2 inch and this is something a lot smaller, so I do need to get a reducer for that. But we can at least chuck the battery in and then we're done. I'm very happy with this. Very, very happy with this. Looks absolutely bloody perfect. So guys, let's lift her up and pop the battery in. Uh-oh. My struts ain't strong enough now. Something I sort of had a feeling about is the weight of this and the weight of the steel. Where it is, it's too heavy for my struts. Luckily, I have much stronger struts here, so I might have to put either one or 2 of these in, but these might be too strong. These are really, 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 really strong. So I've got a bit of aluminium holding it up for now, because I can't actually make my strut work. It's too long and I don't have a riv nut tool. So I can't make that new strut work, so I have to sort that out at another time. But as you can see, we've got a brand new Kickass battery in for the 12 volt system here. It might not look like we got much done today, guys, but making this was a huge step towards getting out and enjoying this thing. The trailer is actually done. I've just had a lot going on, so that's why we haven't gone out and used it. And also I did need the new car to be able to take Wolf and Alicia as well. Now, once again, guys, massive shout out to Kickass for supporting the channel and supporting this build. If you guys do want to check out Kickass's shop, the link will be in the description, as well as a 10% discount off if you use the code in the checkout. Now that is actually going to be it for today, guys. If you do want to support the channel, definitely drop a like and a comment. That helps a lot. And if you want to go a little bit further, head to roamlife.com, pick yourself up a sticker or a shirt. It's much appreciated, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode. Bye.